runs in, hits the ground hard, and that one's just helped on its way by Jordan Cox, who has his first boundary of the day. As Taylor is in bowls, that one's full and driven straight back and clipped the stumps at the other end before skewing off towards the boundary. That was a slightly bizarre one. It went and then still had enough on it to go all the way to the boundary. So a very firm drive, that from Jordan Cox, who had taken a while to get going but now has 2 boundaries.
Essex on 169 for 2 as Clark is in to Cox, who drives that one straight back past the bowler, and at 4-4 he had to be patient out as Essex move on to 173 for 2.
As this next ball comes in, Taylor bowls and worked away. Lovely shot. That's going to race away there through mid-wicket. There is a fielder out there, but he almost stumbles in trying to get to it and can't do so. So that's going to be 4 runs, and it brings up a 50 partnership as well between Paul Walter and Jordan Cox. 52 is this partnership of 71 balls.
Scoring harder as Cox drives, handsome shot, half a hand on it from Ryan Patel, but that's going to race away for 4. That is a lovely shot. And that's off to the boundary rope for 4.
As a neutral, I feel a bit cheated earlier from Wesley's dismissal, because he was also playing some glorious strokes. When they don't cry, I get really angry with them.
As over the wicket comes Clark, and this is a lovely shot again from Cox. He's on to 32. Essex move on to 195 for 2.
Just prepares to come in and bowl what I think will be the last ball of the over. Well, there's plenty of backlifts on that, and that's gone very nicely. Beaten Kemar Roach out there. Lawrence is frustrated with that, but he really his eyes sort of lit up about that one. He had a bit of flourish, didn't it? Real.
Settles over his bat on 40 as Fisher is into him, and Cox gets one that just nips back at him. He's got a bit of bat on this. Down to the fine leg boundary rope for 4, but it just bounced on him. Bottom hand came off the bat. Over the wicket once again is Fisher, driving is Cox. Super shot to bring up his 50. It's been a lovely innings so far from Jordan Cox. 77th delivery of it. But that was a gorgeous looking cricket shot.
We've seen a few today, haven't we? And that really was something to sit back and applaud and enjoy. Wonderful.
Anything away from Surrey.
Fisher's in, driving is Cox. Oh, what a shot this is. His placement there, that bottom hand has almost come across him as he's driven that to get it through that.
I'm not even going to say it.
Roach over the wicket bowls, and that's driven really nicely by Cox up through mid-off and races away to the boundary. So a good way for him to move into the 60s. 92, having at one point been just 3 off 18, so he's really motored along once he got his eye in and is playing really nicely. We've seen some. Roach bowls, that one is cut beautifully away by Cox. It races away through backward point. He's got such quick hands, and that flew off the bat to 68.
Yeah, recovered well after that first ball of the evening.
Turns at the top of his mark. Over the wicket, and that's just fended off the outside edge by Cox, and that might also race away for a boundary. It has. The outfield is so quick here. It's the man at backward point and to the boundary rope, so he has raced into the 70s now, having resumed on, I think he was in the 50s, as Lawrence chooses to go round the wicket to the right-hander, who that one edges. He's edged that one, but past Rory Burns, who was diving all the way to his right, goes well wide of him.
View of it on the diagonal here, the way in which it came off the edge of the bat, and you just saw the swerve and the pace as it then raced away towards the boundary. I think it's hard to convey sitting in it as Patel is into Cox, and he's pushed that one into the offside. There is a fielder out in the deep. He won't get there though.
Yes, he's really kept going at the same pace he finished the last session here, and is moving towards the 90s.
275 for 3 as Patel is into Cox. This time he drives it straight back down the ground. It's another boundary for Jordan Cox. Away towards the Graham Gooch end, he moves to 89 now.
All the motorbikes in the background behind us. Anything Rory Burns is going to try and do as he moves into the 90s.
Patel over the wicket to Cox, who was down on his knee that time, and again that's a third consecutive, well not consecutive actually because we had the dot ball between, but that's another boundary. now on 93.
Yeah, he's really moved on quickly and seems to...
For his Suffolk side.
Lawrence is in bold, and that one is driven up past the bowler, and that will bring Jordan Cox's century. Takes off his helmet